Hello there, I'm Rick, and this is Pro Gamer Parent. Today I want to talk to you about your life. Yes, on this show we focus on how you can help your child, but we can't change other people, we can only change ourselves. And that's what this cast is about. I read many years ago by Carl Jung a statement saying the biggest trauma to any child is the unlived life of the parent. That's you. He's talking about you. I don't know where you're living right now. I don't know what you're doing right now. And this is scary, I know. But we have to look at ourselves to see what kind of role model are we for our kids. I'm 44 years old, and a lot of kids nowadays, and I'm in the IT sector. I learned everything that made me so successful in the IT sector by playing computer games, by figuring out I couldn't afford the hardware to play the game I want. So I had to learn how to tweak things to get it to work. And life is full of changes. There was token ring, Ether, before Ethernet, it was IPX. It was a lot of changes that you need to learn. But that built the foundation I used to really successfully help other people. And I think 90% of my knowledge when I started out came from computer game related stuff, and then just 10% leadership. Now the equation is quite different, but I'm still reaping the benefits from the knowledge I learned there. And why am I sharing this here? Because you can learn so much from the knowledge your child has learned from the games. Probably less technical because everything's a lot easier now than it was when I started. But you can still learn, and I'm quite sure that you will learn that it's also a lot about communication. How to prepare so the insta decision is easy. How to communicate so there's no room for mistakes. How to train and evaluate. That's probably where you can help to help your child see that it's all about intention. It's not just sitting in front of a computer doing the same thing over and over. That's the value you can add, but start by being curious and paying attention to it. So that's the first thing. But then going back to you, are you really living the life you want, the way you want? If we're the new 50, we're going to live longer than ever. You still have time to learn a lot of this stuff from your child and then figure out how to apply that to better serve the people you want to serve. To dare to take a leap of yourself is the best inspiration you can do for your child. And yes, it will be scary, it will be vulnerable, it won't be perfect and it won't be beautiful when you leap. But for your child, it will be beautiful because they saw you do it. And then if you can dare to trust it, even if it's nervous and scary and vulnerable, so will they eventually too. So go live your life. And don't have a bad conscience about everything you don't know. Ask your child to teach you. For what's this? What does this mean? How do you do that? Dare to be you in what you don't know. And dare to let them really shine in what they know and let them be passionate about what they're passionate about. And you will find that you can really learn so much from your child in a way that will make your relationship blossom and hopefully position you in a better place in the marketplace. Because once again, if you're 40, 50 with kids, you still have time to do the work that matters. You still have time to take a leap. You still have time to change things for the better for the people you care about. And that is perhaps the most important step you can take to help your child do the same for her or for him. Be it computer gameplay or be it in any part of life. That lessons of daring is universal. And it's scary and it's supposed to be, otherwise it's not a leap. Otherwise it's just a tiny increment decision. And as I've talked about before on this cast, it is important too that we teach our kids. Sometimes you go slow, small, you learn it and you benefit, you put that together in a package for someone. And sometimes you really need to stand on the ledge, look down and saying, I need to do this. even if it might fail, even if I don't know exactly how it's going to end up. I do have this longing for guarantees, but it might work, and if it does, they will benefit greatly. So I have to try for their sake. If you do that, in whatever field you're in, your child will see a way to dare to do the same. And once again, they might be playing computer game right now, but eventually they can be the support technician for dreamhack.com, or they can be, which is a great place to be, by the way, really, really great place to be, because you're surrounded by people just like you, and you're living your dream, even if not the way you thought when you were 15. Or you could be like me, working with leadership and development and having the mindset, and still serve the community, the people you care about. Or you could help with art and branding or whatever. There's an infinite way to live your life and serve the people you want to serve. So it all starts with you. There's no escape. And going back to the change that's coming, no one has the answer for what is a healthy career, what is the way to live. We're still debating on so many things when it comes to technology because it's so new. So don't wait until you have the say from who, or you have the same for an organization, for a government, because it's so new. And the thing is, no book will ever know what you know about your kid. No government will ever know what's really, really working for your child and what to stay clear on. So paying attention, and yes, you have to do that. No rescue boats are coming, no shoppers is going to fly in, no government's going to put up signs saying here is the path to walk safely here. Too much for some people is probably too little for others, because they can really see that it benefits the whole range of their world, the real life world, career and relationships and everything. So you have to make a stand. This seems to be working. Or I think we should experiment more like this and then talk to your child about it. Once again, I'm not here to say more is better. But yes, as a comparison, it's all about intention. Being intentional about what do you want in your life and how to stretch to get there. But also for your child, intentional why they're sitting in front of that game. What's the intention? What's the action to learn? How do we know we're making progress? The comparison for us, my generation sat in a sofa watching TV, pretty much intentionless. It's just, well, there's a motor here, just keep circling or going. We have that in computer gameplay too. And I'm not saying that is what I recommend your child to do more of. But once again, ask them. I quite often go to play a game to meditate. I've made harsh decisions all day, a lot of meetings and a lot of big topics and complicated solutions and complicated answers. It's good to play a game or two, and then I'm back in shape again, full of energy, and I probably also I'm quite crisp and clear in the change I want to make. So then we're not longing for progress. Just like if you go on the yoga mat, it's all in the process, all in the journey. It's not really to compare yourself to the other person on the mat, because it's your journey. It's the same thing. So live by example. Dare to take a leap, or at least even if you don't know even where to leap, dare to start asking yourself the powerful questions. What would that kind of thing mean for me? And if I dared, what would that kind of thing mean for my child? That's the kind of life I want for both of you. Have a good one. Bye.